I'm pre-recording this because at some point I'm going to be on the plane. So when you see this one, you'll know I'm on the plane. How's that? Okay? You'll know that. Okay. Hey y'all. I'm at my old park and it's going to be noisy. I'm near a larger road and cars are just moving in. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and you know what? It feels like summer. It just does. It's starting to get warmer, and we had a couple of cool days, but it's going to start inching up. Yeah. So I've got some letters for you, and I did make you coffee, okay? There you go. Cheers. Pretty good. Let's get Mr. Flower in here. Yeah, there we go. He's perking up, isn't he? I feel like Pee-wee's Playhouse here. Got Mr. Flower. Yeah. my little puppy there. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get going on some letters. I've got quite a few. This is from Melissa Kuzel. Okay, do you feel safe on the streetcar, the tram that goes a certain area downtown? Do I feel safe on it? She says. I grew up outside Chicago and I have taken buses, etc., and trains when I was younger. I wouldn't feel safe now, especially at night. I feel the same about my car because insurance doesn't necessarily pay for everything. You're a nomad, right? And then if you have to buy a new car and pay extra fees. Yes, cars are expensive now. Okay. Well, do I feel safe when I'm using the streetcar? Absolutely. Where the streetcar goes is a big deal. I mean, it only goes in a certain area. It stops. And the way that our streetcar works, it probably everywhere, is they're bi-directional. So they're made to go, they go this way, and then they don't have to turn around. They just push a button and then it makes it go this way. So they're just, yeah. It only goes in a certain area, which is very safe. I mean, I don't know how late they go, but I rode when my family, during Christmas, we went to see the Nutcracker, and that was in the university area. I mean, we were there in the evening. There were so many people out and about at that time. Yeah. So no, I feel very safe. A lot of, when it comes to the tram, you know who's mostly on it? The students, the college students. Yeah. Now, as far as the bus, I haven't ridden the bus for, ever since I moved, or became a nomad. When I came back to visit, I've never used a bus because obviously my home is here. I don't want to just park it. Where would I go? I'm going to use my van. But before I became a nomad, I used a bus just to save in gas and head on down, and go places. The bus is a really good system, but that was before COVID. And that was a few years ago. I'm not so sure at night that I would want to travel on the bus. I really don't, because you got to get off the bus and then you got to walk. And no, I wouldn't on the bus, not at night. No way. And during the day, I probably wouldn't want to either. There's so many homeless that use it. And I will say again, I have nothing against homeless people, but they don't shower as often, and I just don't want to get lice and things like that. Yeah. Well, thank you for that question. Psst. What do you think about North and Northwest Tucson? North and Northwest Tucson. Mean like up around Sabino Canyon and that area. Oh, it's fine. It's really built up, and it's a little bit, there's nice homes up there. I was going to say hoity-toity, but not really. No, if you're going to go up in the foothills, yeah, maybe that's what you mean, northwest. If you want to go up in the foothills, and of course, northwest is when you go way out, like you start going, like you're going to go up to Mount Lemon, there's ranches out there. Oh yeah. I mean, they're hoity-toity. Yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice. But I think it's a fine area. I don't know that area very well. I really don't. Now, one of you asked about because I'm here in the city often, that are police going to notice me and stop me? And I think I already answered that one, but I will say that kind of took me back. Tucson, I mean, I can see a town of maybe, I don't know, maybe back east, a town of maybe like 12,000, 10,000, 12,000 people. Sure, you're going to, and if you have a different license plate, yeah, people are going to probably notice, the police might notice. But in Tucson, I mean, we're huge. I mean, we have over 1 million people there now. And it is a fluctuating city. People come in, people leave. I mean, if they were going to know, there's no way that the police could know everybody that lives here. They wouldn't know that. So they would be like, oh, I see him all the time. Let's pull him over. Let's question him. I mean, that would be like living in a communist country, although, you know, some people say we're getting there. But no, we're not there yet. And no, that's creepy. Why would somebody notice me? We're also, there's snowbirds here from all over the place. So there's billions of, well, not billions, but there's quite a few, thousands of out-of-state plates everywhere. Plus, it's a very large college town. And but U of A is like, it's listed up there in a prominent university in America. I mean, it's got accolades to it, yeah. So there are people that come from all over to attend college here. I think the most recent famous one was Nicole Richie. Yeah, she attended a couple years at the U of A she came from California. I mean, we've got some prominent people here, you know, and went to the U of A. I mean, Linda Ronstadt, and I forget what his name. He is a comedian, but I forget what his name is. But yeah, Lee Marvin, he always hung out in Tucson too. I mean, it's a well-known city. Some people have never heard of it. They say Tucson instead of if I'm calling on the phone, like I'm getting customer service, and they'll say, so you're in Tucson? Yeah. No, it's Tucson. I told you there's going to be ambient noise. Yeah. Tucson's a prominent city. I mean, it's famous people have come here, have lived here, and I've mentioned that Oprah has a ranch outside of Tucson. And I don't know if Paul McCartney still does, but he did. Him and Linda were seen around town here and there. So nobody would notice me, and even if they did, they wouldn't care. They would be happy I was here, because people who come here, snowbirds, they bring money. They bring money here. And you know, the police force knows that. I mean, police force in Tucson actually are pretty darn cool. I trust them. I trust them if I was ever to get pulled over, I would pretty much trust them that I was doing something wrong. I wouldn't look at them like, you're just trying to pull me over for money. No, I wouldn't think about that in Tucson. That's why I love Tucson. I know a lot of nomads haven't discovered it. That's cool. I seem to be one of the few nomads actually here. Yeah. Shh, it's my own little secret. I have fun here. I have had the best winter here. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I spent my whole winter here. And I'll do it again next year too. Although I did say I would go to course. I probably will for like a week, and then I'll leave again. I just felt like this year was a better year. Just don't go. Just don't go. This is from Cynthia Hicks. Hey Lee, if you take that city interurban all the way, the tram all the way to the West Point and get off, there are a bunch of shipping containers that have been made into stores and cafes. They are so cute and cool. What a way to upcycle, I think that maybe you would enjoy exploring. If you want to drive, you can park over there, and where the Last Supper is, the Garden of Gethsemane, and walk right now. African Village is there. Oh, the artwork is so amazing. You will love it. Well, guess what, Cynthia? I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, my son and I, we went there one time, and it is pretty cool. And we had coffee, and we sat there. There's tables here and there and everywhere. It's really nice. So thank you for bringing that up. Tucson is a wonderful city. This is from Gabrielle, 3377. What most people need to know is where and how to have nomad mail delivered to someplace you can call a home address. If you have a child or friends who live in a house and do not mind you claiming you live there because you get mail delivered there. I have not been able to find one family member that want to have my mail delivered to their mailbox so I can go for 6 months or longer to find a new home. It is so frustrating. My daughter lives in Oregon and she won't help. My sister lives in Georgia and she won't. Their silence when I broach the subject is amazing. Yeah. Well, it's a big responsibility. I mean, it's a responsibility taking care of somebody's mail, and it's a responsibility for you to find the right person to take care of your mail. Now, there is a place in Pahrump, Nevada that Bob Wells used. So I would go and type in, cheap RV living mail forwarding, and it'll take you right there to his video on that. They handle it. You can use that as your address. Now, so go do that, and that's all I'll say. You have to investigate that yourself. You can go to South Dakota. Now, Max Dollarite, my friend Max, you know Mac, he's almost becoming as famous as Bob Wells. I swear he is. People see him, they know him. Oh my gosh, he is a very wonderful, wonderful person. And he was using South Dakota. That's what he was using. He did that for 4 or 5 years. So there's a whole new thing. Type in, Google it, and say South Dakota citizenship. And you just go right into South Dakota, and they'll do the mail forwarding. I mean, it costs money, but they'll handle everything for you. They'll give you citizenship with 1 day of staying there. And they have campsites around that. As long as you have the receipt that you stayed there 1 day at a campsite, or they have cabins or however you want to do it. And you can, and then just take it to get your mail forwarding, get your license, get your insurance. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tags, all that. Okay. They'll help you do that. Now, I am going to put out my video. I'll leave a link for it. That, and it has, Paul went with, and thus Max did too now. So Max is now Arizona. But I'll tell you in that video, step by step, how to get your mail and become a resident of Arizona, lickety-split like that. You don't even have to be there 1 day. I'll tell you how to do it. So I'll leave the link for that video. Mabel's May. This is from Mabel's May. I have read that power stations have the same safety issues as electric bikes and other lithium battery powered devices, that they can explode into a massive extremity hot fire, which is very hard to extinguish. I don't know how prevalent this is with battery stations, but perhaps it's something that van lifers could look into and see who has had such an experience. The newer LifePo 4 apparently are much safer. Do your power stations get extremely hot in your van in summer? And how do you protect them from extreme heat? Okay, very good question. I've not had a problem. I don't think it's really prevalent. I think they can do it, but I don't leave my van out in the sun. I really don't. If I'm in my van and it's in the sun, because I just kind of need to. Let's say it's hot in the summer. In the afternoon, I refuse to be in the sun in the summer. I mean, it's sitting out in the sun, no way. But in the morning, I might. But basically, I have a fan going. I keep a fan going. And what I do is, you know those, they're called chill pads. They're chill pads. I have them in here, but they're chill pads. What I do is I get them wet and really wring them out. They're just damp. It's that kind of material, like you can put them around your neck to keep you cool. They're not drippy. They're just damp. And I lay it over each one of my power stations in the when it's really hot. That's what I do to keep them, because the flow of air will keep chilling them. Like I said, it's not drippy at all. Nothing's dripping in there, but it is damp, and I keep that over it. So that's what I do. I hope that I don't hear about that very often. I really don't. But I think it is good to switch over when you can to LifePo 4, because they're much safer. The chemistry is different in the lithium batteries. Very good question. This is from Martha Hackett. Hi Lee, I have never paid to shower, but it seems like it might not be a good idea. Sure. I have always bathed in my van. I have a large basin and wash head to toe. Me too. And I don't smell. Neither do I. I have tried the pre-soaped sponge washcloths, but I liked a washcloth. So lately, sometimes I use the liquid to rinse soap. It's nice because I can use my washcloth. This summer, I want to get a shower tent and see how it works. Well, if you're going to get a shower tent, you need always be boondocking. So I don't have a shower tent. It's a lot of work to shower. When I think it's just as easy to, if I'm going to wash up, I mean, I do like you with a washcloth. And I use tea tree oil, just a few drops in a little bit of water, and wash up, because you don't have to rinse it off, but it makes you smell good. It gets rid of the grime and everything, right? Well, you can pay to get a shower if you want to shower every once in a while. If you're going to be boondocking all the time, a shower tent is pretty darn cool. Let's see, what else was I going to say about the reason I saved it? I was going to say something else about it. I mean, you're doing great. A lot of times before I ever really took showers and got into the shower thing, I would just lean my head over a bucket, like my poop bucket. I don't actually poop in the bucket. There's a bag in there, and I poop in the bag in the bucket. But I take the bag out, and I change my poop bag every day. Okay. So I'm dealing with, when I say I take the bag out, I'm taking out the clean bag that I replaced it with. And I take that out, and then I would lean over and pour water. And I used to do it right here in my van. And I would put a towel down. I've got videos on it from way back. I mean, I haven't, because I take showers now. I don't know. I think I have simplified my life a little bit more. And then I even started doing the hotel rooms, to get a bath and soak. Get a good 2, 3, 4, 5 soaks, when I was there. I'd get my money's worth when I was there. It's so good on you for bringing that up. Oh, here's one. This is a good discussion from Flip Flop Daz. Really enjoy your videos. Thank you. If I lived in a vehicle, I would work 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., sleep till 12 p.m., and start my day and repeat, just so I wouldn't be in the dark in my van, in my car when I sleep. No, okay. Well, yeah, I did that one for about a few days. It's not easy because there's so much noise out there. There really is. I mean, there's activity, there's life going on because it's daytime. You really have to censor out all the light. Oh my gosh. I couldn't do it because I just couldn't get all the light not coming through. So good on you if you want to do that. I wouldn't recommend it. There's really nothing wrong with sleeping in your van at night, is there? Look, people are more apt to break into a house than they are a car. You know? Yeah. Or they're just as liable to break into a house in a car. Okay. I think I'm on the plane, huh? The plane. I'm on the plane. Oh my gosh, yeah. There I am. I'm on the plane. And tomorrow I'll have some footage of my trip of some sort. I have no clue because it's like 4 days away, but I have no clue. So thanks for watching. I won't be there long. Oh, a light went out. I better plug that thing in. Okay. Bye, everybody. I love you. See you in Ohio. Bye. Bye. Check your subscription, okay? Okay? Bye.